This is a short practice on how to use the technique, the key of Sol, that is subject, object, and location. Usually, this technique should be used from moment to moment in your everyday life, everywhere you go, everywhere you travel. But to be able to familiarize ourselves with this state of being, this short practice will be done while we are seated. The key of Sol allows us to move from a very animalistic, instinctual, hypnotized, identified, unconscious state of being, which is very first-person perspective, ruled by our desires, ruled by sensorial information, to move to a higher level of being, which allows us to perceive from a higher perspective, a more expanded awareness, a third-person perspective of ourselves, the things and people around us, and our environment. In order to activate this state of being, we will start with a quick relaxation to ensure that we are familiarized with this level of being. So close your eyes and relax for one moment, scanning the body of any tension and releasing any that you find. The first step of the key of Sol is subject, you. We observe the subject by feeling the inner body, feeling the inner aliveness of our inner body. While feeling this inner energy field of our inner body, within this atmosphere will appear thoughts, emotions, and impulses in the form of sensations. So as long as we maintain this inner sense, this inner awareness, our inner body, we will be observing subject. So spend a moment perceiving and sensing our inner body, the inside of our physical body, perceiving all the activity that appears within. The next step of the key of Sol is object. So while maintaining the sense of our inner body, our inner atmosphere, and all the content that arises within, simultaneously direct some of your attention outwards without losing that inner sense, that inner feeling. Perceive the objects outside, the table in front of you, the coffee mug on the table, the chair that you're seated on. The plant in the corner. Perceive all of these objects while maintaining that inner sense. This form of attention is double-arrowed. Usually, the common hypnotized and asleep state is only a one-sided arrow pointing outwards. An awake consciousness has a double-sided arrow pointing outwards and inwards simultaneously. So spend a moment maintaining the double-arrowed attention, that inner feeling, that inner perception, while simultaneously perceiving the objects around us. Moving to the third step, location. Maintain the inner feeling, that inner sense of subject, the double-arrowed attention to objects. And now we will expand our awareness by trying to recall where we are. Are we in the physical dimension? Or are we in the astral plane, dreaming? Or even dead? Look around at our location while maintaining the double-arrowed attention. Look around. Is this the physical dimension, or is it the astral plane? If we were in the astral plane, sometimes things may be out of place, such as solid objects floating or talking to us, animals talking to us. Look around and be sure that everything is in its place. Make sure there is nothing out of place while maintaining the double-arrowed attention. Once you have analyzed your location, you can finish it by standing up and jumping in the air in order to fly. If you don't fly, you're in the physical world. If you do fly, you're in the astral plane. This technique of the Key of Sol requires a lot of energy because it puts the consciousness into activity. It works the consciousness very hard. So practice with this technique is essential. To synthesize the purpose of this technique, imagine for a moment a video game. A first-person perspective in a video game allows him to perceive what is only in front of him, with no self-awareness whatsoever. This is the hypnotized state, identified with everything in front of him. Now, using your imagination, in video games, you can select a third-person perspective. This allows you to perceive your character on the screen, as well as the objects around the character and the location of the character. This is the purpose of Key of Sol, to create that third-person perspective. The character is subject. The things and people around the character is object. And the surrounding environment is location. And to make things a little more difficult, we can go a little bit further by perceiving location, subject, the character. But who is the one observing the character? Being aware of awareness, observing the observer, observing the being. I hope you found this short description helpful. Good luck in your spiritual work, dear friends.